Hi everyone, I'm Sabs and I am joined today by Debs and we are going to discuss modern work. So Debs, tell me a bit about what is modern work?
What is modern work? Well, modern work is, it can be many things, to be fair. From a Microsoft standpoint, modern work encompasses the Microsoft 365 product stack, of which there's quite a bit in there. And so it's like your Office applications, it's Word, it's Outlook, it's Excel, but it's also Microsoft security as well, which is fundamental to everything that Microsoft do. And of course, the whole communications products as well that are in there. You know, back in the day, we probably only had email and everything was in email. Now we've got email, of course, but we've also got Teams as well. And aren't we all bombarded with Teams messages and Teams groups and Teams chats and channels and all the rest of it? It's very hard to keep up. But, you know, Microsoft are bringing out lots of solutions to help with productivity. And one of those is Copilot, which is really cool.
Well, obviously Copilot, the big buzzword at the moment. So what does Copilot mean to you as a name?
I know. Copilot's so confusing because there are actually lots of Copilots. I'm trying to remember how many there are. Bit of debate on that front.
At the moment,
we must be getting close to 30 by now.
Yeah.
It seems every week there's another Copilot for something. In fact, there's another Copilot this morning in Partner Centre. Yay, another Copilot, because that's what we need in our lives.
Yeah.
But for me, Copilot really is a couple of things. There's Copilot built into the web.
Yep.
Practically everybody should have access to this. So if you're not using Copilot today, everyone should go into the web and go into Bing. Search for something like Bing Chat Enterprise is what it used to be called.
Yep.
Get you straight through to the Copilot that everyone can sort of play with today. That's kind of the free one.
Yep.
Searches the web, doesn't have access to any of your documentation or your corporate network or anything like that. And then when it comes to Microsoft 365, there is Copilot for Microsoft 365. So Copilot for some things are, there's lots of those, all different ones. But for me, Copilot for Microsoft 365 is the tool. And that is the Copilot that works across your Office applications. So it's built into Outlook, Teams, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Love the PowerPoint one, by the way. As a not creative person, it's been hugely beneficial to me to ask Copilot to create me a deck because I know how creative you are. I'm rubbish at creativity. So I can get Copilot to create beautiful decks for me really quickly. So, yeah, you put in what you want it to do, it has a think, and in a couple of minutes, you've got a deck. If I was going to create that same deck myself, frankly, it would take hours and it would look rubbish.
Because I've only just got my Copilot license and obviously where I was on holiday. So coming back to 600 emails and being asking Copilot to summarise it has been food. But you've had it a lot longer, obviously. So if you had one thing, what's your favourite thing other than the PowerPoint, which you just mentioned?
Yeah. Well, as you say, I've had it for quite a while because I was on the early adopter scheme. One of only 2 people within the organisation that got early access to it. And it's taken a bit of learning to work out how to use the different Copilots in the different applications and what they work best for. I think there's many ways in which Copilot is brilliant, but for me, there's a couple of things that really stand out. I've mentioned PowerPoint because creative stuff's not my strong point.
Yeah.
But also summarising really long emails. I don't know how often you get a really long email forwarded to you from a colleague saying, please help me with this. Bye. And you've then got to read through this enormous email trail to try to work out what the heck's been going on. Well, with Copilot, I can just say, summarise this email. And within seconds, you've got a bullet pointed summary of the email. And actually, it's got what they call citations. Love American words. It's a link to the part of the document that relates to that particular bullet point. So you don't need to then scroll through and find it. Click on it. It'll take you straight through to the most pertinent bit that you're interested in. You can read it for yourself.
Yeah. Because
Copilot is not autopilot. It doesn't do everything for you, and it does make mistakes. It also invents stuff as well, I've noticed. So you've got to be careful, but it takes you through to that part that you need to look at specifically. And then you can just read that and get a real understanding of what's going on. And it has enabled me to respond much more quickly. Yeah. Whereas in the past, I would have got that excessively long email with no context at all from the sender, thinking, okay, I'm going to have to spend some time working on this one. I'll park that one and I'll come back to it later. because I need to focus on it and I'm busy doing other stuff. Now I can do it really quick. That's awesome.
Well, thank you so much for your time today. It's been great talking to you. So if you'd like to talk to us more about this topic, please do get in touch.
Great.
Thanks very much.